So allow me to tell you about that time I applied to a VTuber agency. What the hell is the name? I'm not gonna say it in case the company wants to throw me under the bus. But basically, when I first started out being a VTuber, I decided maybe I'll go the corpo route. Because yes, I was lazy and I wanted to cheat. So I had about 500 subscribers back then, not many content. I decided I'm gonna apply to this person, and they're like, hey, we looked over your application and we'd love for you to work with us. So I'm like, okay, and they scheduled an interview. Now here's the thing. I chose the day for the interview, and they didn't get back to me. So I emailed them again. I'm like, are you okay with this day? And they're like, oh, I'm sorry, we booked someone else for that day. Do you want to choose another one? Which showed me that I was not a priority, and they clearly didn't give a shit about me. And despite me specifically saying I was a YouTube-focused VTuber, they're like, no, we want you to use this other platform. It's all we're hiring for. And I went, okay, listen, buddy. You want me to work for you. You made that clear. You are the one who reached out to me, actually, and they did. They friggin' liked my post when I was just rambling, and then I contacted them and sent an application and went from there. So they technically scouted me in a way. But despite that, they are like, nah, you're not that important. And I'm like, okay, listen, buddy boy, what do you want from me? Clearly you wanted me to apply, and clearly you're interested, so why are you just like shunting me to the side? So I decided to give it one more shot. I'm like, okay, how about this day? And then nothing. They don't reply at all. So I follow up again. I'm like, okay, did you get my message? And I'm like, oh, sorry, that day isn't available either. And that's when I realized they're just dicking me around. They don't actually want to hire me. They just wasted my fucking time. And that's when I decided corpo is a waste of time and you should stay indie, because unless you're super talented, or like or a girl, unfortunately, you're not going to get into a VTuber corpo. And I know I could probably try and get into Niji-Sanji, but who wants to get into that flaming hellhole of a company? Not me. And in the Hall Live, you need to know how to sing, and trust me, country roads, take me home. I'm not a very good singer. I'm awful, actually. So that is a route that isn't good. I'd love to join like Phase Connect or Idol Corp, but they're female only, so it's not exactly on offer. However, VSojo has just proven that they are not female only, so maybe there's a chance. Like, if I were to join any corpo that isn't actually a corpo, it'd probably be VSojo, but I'm not even on their radar, so that doesn't even matter. So maybe one day I'll be there, but until then, I'm gonna stick indie. So yeah, that's basically my tale of the time I applied to a VTuber company and it did not go well. And here's some advice. If you're gonna apply to a VTuber company, 1, make sure they're not sketchy. 2, make sure they're talented, like talented at recruiting. 3, make sure it's really for you. 4, make sure you're a girl. And 5, make sure you can sing. Otherwise, you probably don't have a chance. I'm sorry, that's just a brutal honesty. And you have a bigger chance making it as an indie. Because if you make it as an indie, maybe you'll be noticed anyways. Who knows? And I know a lot of people are like, being part of Hololive is my dream, like, or VShojo or whatever, because they want to be with their Oshis. I understand this. I get this. I have plenty of Oshis myself. Don't worry. But until then, it's best to be an indie, grow your brand, figure out who you are as a person, as a VTuber, and then go from there. Don't be like me, who just tries to dive into it immediately just because I have a few videos and subscribers. Because otherwise, it won't go too well. I still have my Niji-Sanji audition, by the way. I did apply to them. Them I don't mention bringing up. I don't mind bringing up because that never went anywhere. It's like unlisted. And yeah, that didn't go anywhere. So they didn't even look at it, I don't think. So it's fine. So yeah, just a word of advice. And that's about it. See ya.